friends. Obviously, we are back in the book review chair for another book review because I have finished yet another book. I told myself I'm going to start reading my witchy books alongside my LGBTQIA POC voice books because your girl needs to also be doing some practice reading to help with that. So I have finished a witchy book. I have technically read two this year. This one that I'm about to review for you, and then another one that is about a Saturn. It's basically a Saturn return guide. Um, that one is great. 10 out of 10 would recommend, but if you want to see a review for that, please let me know. Leave it down, let me know down in the comments, and we can totally do that. But the one that we're going to talk about tonight is, or in this video, not tonight, is Backwoods Witchcraft, Conjure and Folk Magic from Appalachia by Jake Richards. I decided to read this because some of my family does come from Appalachia and stuff like that on my mom's side and stuff. So I've always joked that my great grandmother, whom I'm blessed to be named after, was very much a kitchen witch. And so because Nanny was always a kitchen witch, all of her food was freaking amazing, and you always felt the love, and it was always a comfort to eat food that she had cooked. So for me, this was like, yes, I need to at least read this, whether or not I take anything from it and envelop it in my practice. And this would be better, I will say this, for Christian-based witches because a lot of this is faith-based. A lot of the Appalachian magic is faith-based. Everything refers to um, directionals in the Bible, such as like the way Christ was facing when he died on the cross. Bible verses are referenced, different things throughout this whole entire book. And so for me, this is not something that I will probably envelop into my practice. I'm actually not even going to keep this on my witch library bookshelf. It will be going in my books to let go of. I still give it, and we're gonna do a different rating system for the witchy books just so that y'all know. I 10 out of 10 recommend it if you are curious just with your ancestry type situation. Appalachia is part of that. To go ahead, give it a good read. It's totally worth it. It was very informative in that case. And five out of 5 stars for the bountiful amount of information that is in it. However, for me, because it is not applicable to my practice, I rate it at a 4 out of 5 stars. That's me. I don't think that's a bad critique in a way. That's just my personal viewpoint on it, but I definitely think it's worth the read no matter what your practice is, whether or not it is Christian faith based or just based agnostically as well. So 10 out of 10, still recommend reading it, but just go into it knowing that you're going to be running into a lot of Christian based themes in it because that is what Appalachian magic is totally based in, and that's fine. So I think, like I said, Christian witches would find this a whole lot better in that aspect, but it does have some nice information about like um, animals in regards to your practice. So not just animals, but like there's a little bit of not magic included and so on and so forth. But like I said, I could very easily find a book that is all not magic as in tying knots, that isn't Christian faith based and goes a lot more in depth than this book does. This is definitely a 101 to Backwoods Witchcraft in Appalachia. This is not I would not jokingly say that this is the Bible for it, but definitely a good starter for you to figure out if you want to incorporate some of this part of your ancestry into your practice. So, without further ado, there you go. Like I said, still worth it. Very engaging, very sincere in the way it's been written, and like I said, just not for my practice, unfortunately.